Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Molly, but my friends call me Mole, and I run a small sewing business from home. Today's video is going to be a fabric haul slash sewing plan slash a few inspirational pictures that I found this week and that I would love to share with you guys. The fabrics that I've bought this week are sustainable, vintage, one of them is thrifted, and organic fabrics as well. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're a regular watcher, thank you for watching again. I really appreciate it. Now, if you find any value in my videos, do consider subscribing, and if you want to hit the notification bell just down here in the corner so that you can stay up to date with any of my videos if you'd like to. Okay, so the first fabric we're going to look at is this absolutely beautiful GOTS certified chambray. So GOTS fabric is, I guess, a certification to help you assess whether the fabric's sustainable, but I'm going to pop a link in the description below if anyone is interested, or you think, what is GOTS certified fabric? It's really interesting to learn about these interesting to learn about these things. So this is a gorgeous orange chambray. I absolutely love this colour. I hope it suits me. I really like orange. So I've naturally got quite an olive skin tone, so yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, hopefully it'll suit me. It is pretty lightweight. I think this is definitely something that I will be wearing more in the summer, although with the pattern I have in mind, I think you could layer a turtleneck or roll neck underneath it, which I think would look quite cool. So I ordered 2.4 meters of this because I have a pattern in mind. However, there was a pattern released this week from Paper Theory Patterns of a jumpsuit that has really tickled my fancy. So I'm going to pop both of the images in, and I want you guys to let me know which one you think would be better. So yeah, so nice, this fabric. Oh, also the really cool thing, so I tend to find that even the sustainable fabric companies send you fabric in plastic, which is really annoying. So this company gave you the option to opt for recycled packaging, which is awesome if you are conscious about those sort of things. So it came in this very, very, very thick brown paper envelope. I think this is craft paper. And it also was wrapped in tissue paper, which is really nice, just to protect it. And I even think the invoice that they sent is on recycled paper. So if those things are important to you, then they are a company maybe you want to check out. So the company is called Amandine Char, and they are a French fabric company. And they have some really nice fabrics on their website, so I encourage you guys to check them out, and I'm going to link them in the description below. So the pattern that I think I might go for, which I'm going to link here for you guys, is the Ready to Sew Jazz jumpsuit. Now, Ready to Sew are a French indie pattern company, and they offer the jazz jumpsuit, and they also offer an expansion pack, which is, how much is the expansion pack? Let me just check for you guys. €6, which is pretty reasonable, and there are lots of different options for you. So I'm going to go, like I said, for the jumpsuit, but you can make a really nice dress. So maybe that's something I'll make with the other fabric that I've bought. The jumpsuit has a really nice v-neck, which I think I'm hoping is going to be quite flattering because I'm quite broad, so I think those sort of shapes hopefully will suit me. It has a button down front, which I really like, and it has a gathered waist, so it looks really loose and comfortable, which is what I rate when I make things, really. That's kind of what I go for. And it has a really nice drop shoulder, which apparently is very flattering, but I will let you guys know once I've made it whether it is or not. So the second pattern, which I will insert here, is the newly released. So I think this was released, sorry I'm looking over here, my laptop's here. This was released, I think, last week, and the Fold line popped it on the Instagram page, and that's how I found it. And as soon as I saw it, plus I had orange fabric, I was like, oh my God, that is really nice. So whether I should make both of them, or I'm not even sure if I'm going to have enough fabric, but it is so nice. So this is a jumpsuit, but it has a really nice wrap detail in the front, and you can either make it with long sleeves or short sleeves, and there are a couple of versions, and the pattern sizing is quite good. So they've got 16 to 20, and then they also have 16 to 28, which I think is good, but you guys let me know. But this is a real hot topic at the moment in the sewing community, is adding a better variety of pattern sizes, because sewing needs to be inclusive for everyone, right? So yeah, we really rate companies that are inclusive for all. So they've got a good size range there. Yeah, so that is my quandary. Do I go for the Jazz Ready to Sew, or do I go for the Paper Theory Zadie? So guys, if you have any opinions about that, let me know in the comments below. Now, the next fabric I bought was a late night, couldn't get to sleep, probably shouldn't have bought it, probably couldn't really afford it, but I saw it and was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna get it. So it is this really, really beautiful cotton interlock knit. So I'm just gonna hold that up slightly closer to the camera for you. But it is this really beautiful orange, no, I've already done orange, yellow and white striped fabric, which I'm hoping will suit me as well. I kind of thought the yellow would be slightly lighter, and I didn't order a sample, and normally I do, but the sample I think is like £1 to buy, and then the postage is probably something like, was like £3.50, so I was like, I can't spend more on the postage, that's just stupid. So I bought a metre of this. It's really soft. Yeah, it's lush. So this fabric is from, it's actually from Ray Stitch, but the fabric is a Cloud9 fabric. So they offer organic fabrics. Now they're not necessarily, as far as I could work out, got certified, but their about page kind of gave a good spiel, basically good manufacturing practices throughout their company. So that's why I opted for this. Now Cloud9 have loads of different fabrics, so if you're interested, go and check them out. I think they don't sell fabrics themselves, but they have lots of stockists. It wasn't cheap. Sustainable fabrics aren't cheap, but then I guess you've got to ask yourself why other fabrics are cheap. So it's kind of, yeah, it kind of makes you realise that there's a reason why things are cheap. So that is the beautiful fabric from Cloud9. And the pattern that I'm going to use for this one is, and it's free, which is always a winner, is the Stellan tee from French Navy. So I'm sure lots of you have seen this before. I'll insert a better picture here, but it's a free PDF, and basically it is a basic tee, which I thought I could wear as a layer for my next fabric choice. Now my next fabric is a vintage rayon crepe. So this is a vintage kimono fabric, which I think is awesome. So this fabric they've used, so basically they've used a shibori technique, which shibori basically is tie-dye, and you hopefully can see, let me just hold it a bit closer, but all those circles are tiny little knots that you tie with cotton. So I bought this from eBay, and the thing with kimono fabrics are that the width, I think, is only 36 centimetres. That looks about right. So with this one, it's going to be a bit of a hack, a kind of a pattern hack. So I'm thinking of something that has a seam along the centre front and centre back. So if any of you have any pattern ideas for this, so I've got 3 meters of it, and it's got a really nice drape. And when I bought it, I thought this was orange, but it's actually red, but I like red's one of my favourite colours, so I don't mind. And I was hoping maybe that I could make some sort of camisole dress and pop a t-shirt underneath. So I'm not the sort of person who would just wear a camisole, I don't think. I don't usually get that much of my arms out, but I would wear it with layers. So if anyone's got any suggestions, let me know. And then my 4th fabric, which isn't here, which is a real bummer, is a vintage secondhand fabric as well from eBay, which looks like an offcut or a remnant, but I will pop the picture here. And I'm hoping it's going to be nice. And my plan for this was to make a shirt with the flowers in the main body of the shirt and then having the stripes across the cuffs of the shirt, the hem, and maybe the collar. That's my plan. So if any of you have got good shirt pattern ideas as well, let me know in the comments below. And so now I'm just going to really quickly show you a few things that I thought were interesting this week. Now the first thing I'm going to show you is, so I logged onto Instagram really quickly before I started shooting this video, and I saw a post which immediately I thought, such a good idea, oh my god, this is amazing. So there's a lady I follow on Instagram called Stitch, Tack and Sew, and she's actually pretty local to me, and she's also big into recycling and upcycling and sustainable fabrics. So I'm hoping this will be some inspiration for you guys out here. But basically, if I pop the pictures here, she has sourced a pair of secondhand espadrilles from a charity shop, and she has taken the original fabric off the toe and the heel and popped her own fabric on. And it's such a simple idea, but I'd never thought about doing this. So as soon as I saw this, I just thought it was so inspirational. So I'm hoping this inspires some of you guys. And the second thing I saw was this really cool t-shirt shirt. So if any of you are into retro patterns or retro shapes, this is a pattern that's going to be released by Republic de Chiffon, who I have used before. I'm going to link over here if you guys are interested in any more of their patterns. But this is such a cool shirt. So let me know what you guys think of it. So it's got this really cool collar. It's just really interesting. I don't know if, would you say is it 70s, 60s, 40s? Oh, God knows. But let me know if you guys like it too. But I thought this was so cool. So my third inspirational post that I found on Instagram is a pattern hack. So this is from a maker called A Thread That Binds. And I just really like the shape and the simplicity. That's kind of a thing that I'm into. So I'm wondering whether I can actually use this fabric possibly to make that top. And then the fourth thing that I wanted to show you guys is, so today is Tuesday, and Love to Sew podcast have just released their brand new episode, episode 85, featuring Megan Nielsen, who I'm sure all of you guys have heard, made the Dawn jeans, indie pattern designer, etc, etc. So they've just released a podcast with her about sustainable sewing, which is what I'm into, what the channel really is, the main focus of the channel is, and hopefully if you're watching, is something that you maybe are interested in or want to move more towards being sustainable. Check out that podcast. It was really interesting. So it highlighted a few really valid points about how you kind of beat yourself up about being sustainable. You can be very rigid, and as long as we're all moving towards being more sustainable and are more conscious about it, I think that is sort of the most important thing. So everything in moderation, I guess. So it's a very interesting podcast if you are thinking about incorporating a few more sustainable practices into your sewing. Okay guys, so that is this week's video. It's just so short and sweet for you, just a couple of fabrics and sewing plans and a few inspirational posts that I have seen this week. Like I said, if you found any value in this video, do consider subscribing, and if you want to hit that notification bell just to stay up to date with any of my videos, and I will see you all again next week. Bye!